Hello there. One of the areas you've been asking me to focus on is some maps. So I thought I'd grab an OS map of my local area. This is of course Cannock Chase with Chasewater as well. The areas of Stafford, Rugeley and Cannock, which I know very well. This is my neck of the woods. Used to live next to Cannock Chase in Rugeley. Spent many a happy time there, walking and going to the play areas with the little one. And obviously Cannock Chase has a rich history and plenty of stories and legends of the supernatural, including the Black-Eyed Child, Pigman and Slenderman, to name but a few. So this is the Ordnance Survey, edition 244, of a lovely picture there of the barges on the canal, some public walkways, and of course what the area is synonymous with, beautiful scenery, some rolling hills, lots of trees, and some beautiful dog walks and horse riding routes to be had. We can have the little, the hot air balloon there in the distance. So let's just get our bearings and have a little look here. So of course Cannock Chase is an area of outstanding national beauty here in the West Midlands. Here is a map here, zoomed out, showing Cannock Chase there. So in the northwest you have Stafford. To the east you have areas such as Longdon, and then Lichfield here, beautiful city, one of my favourites. My neck of the woods currently is to the south. We have Cannock, Great Worley, Cheslin Hay, Shares Hill there, and just for bearings, in the north west here you have Stoke-on-Trent. Further out west, that leads to Shropshire. And we also have the area denoted here. This is number 244. You can see the other zones there that you can acquire OS maps for. So I think it's going to be interesting, if you like this video, maybe acquiring some more maps of different locations for us to explore. Okay, so just getting ourselves familiar with some of the features we may see on an OS map. These are the tourist and leisure icons we're going to be looking out for. Of course, with these areas, have access to good camping sites. Always want to try and locate the visitor centre if you want to learn a little bit more of the area, nature that is found, and wildlife in particular. Some people like to cycle, so you're looking for cycle trails. Cannock Chase is very popular for mountain biking, and you're looking for these symbols here. Picnic sites also commonplace and popular. Also, after a long hike, you may want to seek out the local public house there. And some of these areas of outstanding national beauty. So I want to see if there's any boating activities, any lakes, boat trips, for example, water activities. If you are particularly interested in nature, looking out for this nature reserve icon, viewpoints for our special hotspots, vantage points. Some areas you may find a National Trust centre, like the area in Rugeley at Wolseley Garden Centre. A beautiful place there. Museums and preserved railway lines are always popular. I think that's all we're going to cover in this part. But obviously, if you're driving, look out for the blue P signs there. And before exploring the map, we have a little bit more information here. Communications and networks. So we have our road and path icons here. So blue is obviously motorway, dual carriageways, main roads, and our narrower roads here, denoted by those icons. Railway icons there, and if you are on foot, you want to know about the public rights of way, footpaths there, restricted byways, and other public access icons there. Okay, so let's have a little look at the map in a little bit more detail. Okay, so here is the area mentioned in the map, Chasewater. This is essentially a large lake that is very common for joggers, hikers and dog walkers. You can see we have some parking points here and here. We have some boating activities there and there, the potential for fishing, a little railway there, and this blue motorway here is the toll road that runs south of Chasewater, intersecting Brown Hills down here, which is just off the map, and Burntwood just to the north there. To the west we have Norton Keynes, as you can see Brown Hills, and particularly Burntwood, very built up areas there. And what else do we have? The beautiful area of Hammerwich, just to the east of Chasewater. Let's take our journey a little bit more north. Okay, so here is the area of the beautiful Cannock Chase, perfect for walks and beautiful scenery. So, Cannock Chase, we have to the east, we have Burntwood and Armitage. To the north up here, we have Stafford. To the south, we have Cannock and Hensford there. So just directing your attention to this area here. This is Rugeley, one of the areas I lived from about 2014 up until 2020, so 6 years in Rugeley. Built up old mining town, Rugeley. Sits adjacent to the Chase here. There we go. And this pink road here intersects the Chase almost. Our journey starts down here in Hensford, another built up area just adjacent to Cannock, and that is the road that takes you into Rugeley there. As you can see, lots of trees, rolling hills here in Cannock Chase. So you have plenty of parking points here. And just around here, I believe you have some camping sites there. Lots of cycling routes there. And you have Brindley Heath here within the Chase. Rawnsley down here, a very nice place. Bow Desert round here, where I believe you can do some golfing. And you have the Western Brockton area, the Chase there, leading up to Stafford. We do have the Marquis Visitors Centre, I believe somewhere around here, where you can park up and have a look in the Visitors Centre. There it is, and then go for some lovely walks through the Chase. You also have somewhere around here a Gruffalo trail, not a buffalo, the Gruffalo trail, which I used to do with the little one. I think that's this area of the Chase, very close to Slitting Mill, also where you'll find the Horns Country pub there. There is another entrance to the Chase from the north up here, which I have come through. I think it's called Seven Springs, sort of off the beaten track on the road to Stafford. A very mysterious area, excellent for dog walks. Some of the other areas, we have Brindley Heath there, adjacent to the southwest, Pye Green and Huntington there, with a road that travels south to Cannock. Somewhere around here you have a beautiful country pub. I'm not sure if it's called the Barns, somewhere around here. Very nice. And also, just down in this area, you have the Podge and Tin Public House, known for their fish and chips there. So I'm going to travel next to the area of Rugeley and talk to you a little bit about my old stomping ground there. So here is the old mining town of Rugeley. So I used to travel through here back home into the centre of Rugeley here. You're met with this large roundabout here with the miner in the centre, or the group of miners, I believe. If you come this way and take a right, just over the archway, the SRP used to live in this area here, adjacent to the train station there, which had links to Birmingham, which was very useful. We actually have two train stations in Rugeley. We have Rugeley Town and somewhere around here, Rugeley Trent Valley. Don't think there are any railway signs on these OS maps. A lovely little park here, Hagley Park. There used to take some nice walks and runs in that area. And just finding the road, if you travelled through Brereton and Ravenhill along here, this would take you east to the beautiful city of Lichfield. Rugeley, located just off this exit on the island there, just on the edges of the town. Had a brilliant library, which I used to use and take my little one to. Got some lovely memories there. Travelling further up here, it takes you towards Colton, north there. A very lovely area, scenic and green on the outskirts of Rugeley there. And back in the day, I used to work in Stoke-on-Trent, so I'd take the networks here, making my way northwest through Stone and Trentham. I'm not sure if there's anything else to tell you about Lichfield, but on the road that took you to Armitage, there was a lovely park, Rugeley Park, again somewhere I used to take my little one to, and still do. And then of course, I had to point out, you had the Rugeley power station there, where you can see those iconic funnels. Not sure if those have been knocked down now. That's the old power station. And somewhere to the north, you have a very large Amazon factory. Okay, we have come back through the Chase to the south to the built-up area of Cannock, area I know very, very well. Now, one area I would like to show you in Cannock where you must visit. It's got a mysterious air to it, and there are some beautiful walks to be had. And the southern tip of the Chase, Shoal Hill there. Parking spaces available, including that of Shoal Hill Tavern there. That area's got a very mystical feel to it, in my opinion, but it's also very green and very scenic. Good for stress reduction levels, exploring these country areas. Cannock is very built up, has good and bad areas to it. Here is Hawks Green and Bridgetown there. Now if you look at this place here, Cheslin Hay, this is actually the area where SRP currently lives. So I did leave Cheslin Hay in about 2014 to move to Rugeley, before moving to Birmingham in 2020 before lockdown, and then moving back into Cheslin Hay, where my parents still live. So it is a very scenic, green area. You have some lovely walks to be had. Just north of Great Worley. I'm originally from Bloxwich, which is down here, heading more south towards Pelsall. And lots of networks through Cannock. As you said earlier, this is the toll road. Goes between Cheslin Hay and Cannock. And this motorway here, heading north, is the M6. So I'm just off junction 11. You have Walsall at 10, Wednesbury at 9, which is where Mr. Seaheap lives, so not far to travel to him, just down south of the M6. Heading north you have Brood at 12, Stafford 13 and 14, and then off at Stoke-on-Trent, junction 15. So this is my current hunting ground. It's where I see myself being for the foreseeable future.